Hello everyone and welcome back. Storm here.
Jessica here.
Hi Jessica. Who do you have with you?
This is Super Mutant. Hi.
Super Mutant is joining us today. We are watching Poor Things. Both of us are blind to this movie. And I know Emma Stone is in this.
And Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo. I heard this movie is very strange, but worth the watch. So here we are. And we'll talk about it after, Jessica.
Yeah, sounds good. I love her outfit already.
Yeah. I mean, look at the sleeves.
I know, they're so good. Silhouette.
Is she gonna jump off the building? Oh, she's falling.
Oh no.
Wow. Alright, interesting start. Hey, what is that?
That's the lungs and the heart.
Yeah. Look at the sleeves. It's all about big sleeves.
Oh, the big sleeves.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
I love William Dafoe. That's crazy.
Dude.
That's impressive. I don't think that's just prosthetics either. That looks like they had to use some special effects.
She's using her feet as well.
Oh, yeah.
Classic piano technique.
Oh, my God, look at the goose!
That's not a goose. That's like a half goose, half dog.
Yeah, the dog body!
A pile of
Oh, my
words
God.
without the spark of self from a brain or the
Animals.
pump of blood from a heart. The candles. Hello, Bella.
Ooh, that was a hard hit.
Blood.
Oh,
Yes, I'm fine.
oh, jeez.
No one asked.
I believe she's... Mrs. Prim.
Oh, she's peeing on the floor. Wow, what a roll.
All right.
Even the music is just very uncomfortable.
Yeah, everything's like just off-putting.
Yeah.
It's really putting you in this position of being like, this is strange.
Awkward.
You should feel strange. That rooster's barking.
I know, I was going to say.
There's so much happening. The rooster barking is like...
Oh my God, look
What
at
is
the
happening?
dog head.
What's going on?
Those poor animals. Did a great job, though.
I love God.
She's great at this role.
Really weird that she's calling him God.
Yeah.
Yes, but she is great in this so far. She's just thrown herself into this ridiculousness.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it healed.
Yeah. Hopefully no one's down there. Whoa. Oh, she does have a scar.
She has a scar on the back of her neck.
Oh my God, look at the horse!
It's not
It's not even a real horse!
a horse, it's just a car with a horse head on it.
That's awesome! Why is that? Just so people will
Just because? I don't know.
I'll
it's so
fit in
weird.
better.
I love it. I do love that.
Me too.
So many things outside can kill you, Bella.
Not dead.
Snakes, carriages, sharp-faced birds, earthquakes,
jeez.
inhalation of
Sharp-faced
toxic
birds.
grass seeds.
You poke. Trying to keep her
He's like-
home.
Say your word, I dare you.
Mm-hmm. Keep her absolutely terrified of the world. Oh no! Oh, she has such a fascination with death. That's not good.
Oh
No, never.
Just no.
Jeez. That's scary.
Jesus Christ.
Probably comes around. Oh, she's scratching. course, my God.
Chloroforming her?
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Like the brain.
I don't know, did he take the brain of a baby and put it into her body?
Oh my God.
What did you do to her? Why are you hiding her? Tell me what all this means or I'll go to the police.
I shall, for it is a happy tale.
Oh, this is from the beginning.
Yeah. Who she was before
Yeah, the
this.
color around her.
This moment, fate had brought me a dead body and a live infant. It was obvious.
Jesus.
It was?
Take
Was
the
it?
infant's brain out and put it in the full-grown woman.
Wait.
Reanimate her and watch.
The infant was still alive? So he kills the baby?
So he killed the baby. Or replanted the... Oh my God.
If the baby was alive, save the baby! Oh my God! Oh, how graphic! Oh, that looks so real. Holy crap. She's alive.
She knows? Was she?
No idea. But would you rather the world did not have Bella?
Wow, the reasoning.
I can't even...
I can't get over that she had a
Begin.
baby alive.
Can't even begin.
And he's like, well, it made sense to kill the baby, put the brain in her body.
Obviously, there's only one thing
Yeah.
to do. Right.
Oh! Oh no! Is she sticking things... Oh my God! Oh my God! She's sticking things up for JJ. Oh my God! Is God gonna see this?
Don't do that. Don't put foot up there. It doesn't go up there.
It's gonna get
Don't
stuck.
do that.
Holy crap.
There's an internal biome. Don't mess with it.
Wow. Her new favorite pastime. She's a great actor.
Mrs. Brooke, Bella discover happy when she want. You are sour face, but I fix you. Close eyes.
Ew.
No, just wait. It takes a moment. She grabbed my hairy business. She's sick.
My hairy business.
Discover something and must share. Watch. What do you quit? No. Cucumber in me.
A cucumber.
Bella!
Oh God.
Bella! Cease working yourself immediately.
What?
In polite society, that is not done. Just
She was going
do
back.
not.
He said it so nicely.
Be my wife.
Let us touch each other's genital pieces.
No. I do not wish to take advantage of you. You are special. When we are wed.
Oh, he's so sweet.
Is he?
I guess.
One condition.
She must desire it also. I understand.
Two conditions then. That one you said. And you must live here with me always. I will have a legal agreement drawn up.
Oh, she's trying to break a window.
She's trying to leave. No.
There he is.
Hey, it's
Mark
the Hulk
Ruffalo.
himself.
What?
Mr. Duncan Wedderburn.
Did he just grope her? Like
He did. There are so far like 3 male characters in this movie, and I want to push them all out of windows. Max less so, but not want to push
Not
him out of a
everyone
window.
Yeah, pure.
He's still willing to marry a 7-year-old or however old she's supposed to be here.
What is it?
Tonight, at midnight, I secretly ran away with one...
Secretly?
What?
Okay, at least she's telling him.
I says stop him.
You hold Bella too tight. I must set forth into waters.
We can travel, you, me, and Max, whom I will remind you you are betrothed to.
I will marry Max, as he seems right for that. But first, I shall adventure on Duncan Wedderburn, who I think has little of damage to me, but will be interesting as well.
I can't let you go.
Won't hurt me too much, but it'll be fun.
Kiss me and set me forth. If you do not, Bella's insides shall turn rotten with hate.
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 Well, she's definitely speaking a lot.
She's cracking really well.
Unpack those bags for him. Godwin has told me your plan. I do not blame you, Bella. That man is a cad and a rake. He has insidious ways of getting under a naive woman's skin.
It is mostly his eyes on mine, and his hands when between Bella's legs, and whisper words I can't hear, but heat in my body.
Jesus, Bella. We are engaged. I love you.
When I return, we marriage. Be happy as two doves on a branch. You think I need travel hat?
No. This will not do. It cannot. I will see to this man myself. I will beat his handsome face into a porridge of blood and bones.
Max, you are flushed. And I am too at sight of different Max.
I apologize, but I will not let a man that I know has nothing but ill intent in his mind and nothing for you in his heart trick you. I will smash his fucking head in.
Whoa.
She's like, do me now.
I know, right? Oh. Oh. Oh my god! Oh, that's messed up.
I mean, good. Not that she should be running away with Mark Ruffalo either,
Goodbye,
but
later, dove.
Oh, that's terrible.
I will see you after grand adventure.
He doesn't even
Whatever.
care that he's there. Giving him.
is the floor like padded?
hope she's alright.
Oh my god!
What color?
Why do people not just do this all the time?
But at the risk of being immodest, you've just been thrice fucked by the very best. It's probably not the man that will bring to the raptures I have. I
Wow.
feel bad for you.
I feel bad for you.
Well, then it will just be you I do furious jumping with.
Furious
He's
jumping.
jumping.
I love that.
I'm rested. Let us go again.
Again, unfortunately, even I have my limits. Men cannot keep coming back for more.
It is a physiological problem? A weakness in men?
Well,
Like, technically.
perhaps so. You'd be advised, if it's not too late, not to fall in love with me. I have very little
Yeah,
to
I think
offer
she's
in the way
fine.
of constancy, just adventure.
I see.
Yeah, he's so into himself.
What? I feel like he's gonna be one of those people who's just like, don't fall in love with me. I mean, you are falling in love with me though, right? Right?
I know,
You
he's
are
very
doing that.
insecure, actually.
This very modern outfit she has on. With the shorts.
Like the xylophone again.
Yeah.
Like childish music.
This walk that she's created is so unique.
Like Frankenstein child. Ew.
Why keep it in my mouth if it is revolting? I have said that before to Gerald. If you
Oh, she's
catch my
good.
drift.
You are wicked.
Oh, because you mean his penis. Duncan's can sometimes be salty.
Yeah.
I must go punch that baby.
Oh, and she will.
Your behavior is unconscionable.
The lane dance. Jeez. The dancing's kind of fun, though. I love it.
He looks like he's having a blast in this role, by the way.
Yep.
The man over there repeated blinks at me. I blinked back. For polite, I think.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. He's gonna punch him. Oh, God. That's an interesting fight.
What is happening?
Oh,
Never
he's gonna
danced
lose.
in town. Stop talking, as your sounds make Bella angry.
Not stop talking. I have something to say.
Oh, that hurt.
Understanding this complicated feeling. Are you now crying?
We've been played.
Don't pat him on the back. He doesn't deserve.
Confusing person you are, Dr. Winterburn.
A liver.
Uh-oh, is she gonna, like, have flashbacks or something?
That's what I was wondering. But it's not her brain, right? I mean,
Yeah.
like the brain that she has now isn't the brain that she had then.
I read an interesting story a while ago where there's theories that, like, organs can actually retain memory. Oh! Like, your heart.
Mm-hmm.
When do we stop?
Athens. 3 days.
This is everyone's dinner. Oh my god, that's so brutal.
Hello, interesting older lady. I must touch your hair.
I also noticed your hair, just like silk on a translucent, glowing egg.
That is fancy words that excite me somehow.
I saw you with handsome over there. Wet teeth and a hard cock.
Duncan Wedderburn. His teeth are also hard. His penis is also white. Good layer. He is my only. But I find him to elicit
speak the same
exceptional
language.
sensations throughout my whole body that leave me yelping happily. I also wish to dash his body, form cadaver into the sea. Is this man jumping on your body?
No, he's not. I haven't been bedded in 20 years.
What? That is terrible.
It does concern me greatly. As years have passed, what's in between my ears is my big concern. What's in between my legs? Much less so.
A desperate rationalization, Martha.
Oh, this is Harry Astley. Don't take what he says too much to heart.
For fun?
I'll fucking throw you overboard.
So you wish to marry me or kill me? Is that the proposal?
No.
It's still going.
Honestly, I could watch this character.
Oh, he's
all the
gonna
time.
cry. He's gonna cry. Oh. He's so pathetic.
Go to the casino.
Oh,
Look.
this is like, okay.
Emma Stone's doing a fantastic
Oh.
job. Don't get me wrong, but Mark Ruffalo is.
Oh
fucking
no, they
killing
made
it.
a new one.
That's fine.
Yeah,
She
he's
is
cracking
gone
me
home.
up.
Let's try again. Gross motor skills will develop slowly, but you will progress fast.
What did they do?
I know, they were looking for a body, but where'd they get the brain?
Not that fast.
You are in her
Nice.
son. Get the fuck out of there. Oh my god.
Just threw it away. Oh, take mine. He's a great friend. Oh, what a jerk. He pouts like a child now. ship. No.
No.
I hope this doesn't turn out bad.
Where is she?
I know. I'm really worried this is going to turn out bad.
She's going over the side.
Oh, marvelous. I never imagined being murdered. How dramatic.
Well, she seems happy to die. I'm sorry for getting in your way.
What? What? She's laughing. Oh.
You what?
What?
I am expecting a hug of solace. I need to offer something to the world, and yet I have nothing
Joy,
except
use
some
your
money.
money.
It is a bad day for Bella Baxter.
Where is my fucking money?
I just told you I gave it away to the poor.
I thought I told you to fuck off.
The steward informs me that you may not have sufficient funds to make good your account, sir.
That's probably true. I gave it all to some nice men to pass on to the slum poor.
You'll be put ashore at the next port and confined to crew's rations until then, sir. Good evening.
How dare you!
And Bella just gets to lay there. Not a good trip now.
I have ruined us, as you pointed out. But I do believe my actions come from a good place.
Shut the fuck up!
We'll go to the hotel.
Is that a dick?
Oh, you're gonna catch it. I didn't see it.
Take my fresh darling.
It's like art. I was looking at the windows going, oh, that's such like nice Art Nouveau.
Rooms.
And then I was
Are
like,
you
wait a
looking
minute.
for work?
What if those
How much
windows
is a
look
room?
like an
I
amazing?
charge you 10 francs an hour. You charge them 30. Everyone's happy.
I thought so fondly, remembering the beer sweaty nights of ours.
Fuck for money.
And as an experiment. It is good for our relationship, as it gladdens my heart toward you. My heart has been
This
a bit
funeral
dear
is happening behind them.
sweary person lately.
You are a monster, a horn of monster, a demon sent from hell to rip my spirit to shreds, to punish my tiny sins with a
Tiny
tsunami of destruction, to take my heart and pull it like toffee to ruin me. I look at you and I see nothing but ugliness.
That last bit was uncalled for and makes no sense, as your odes to my beauty have been boring but constant. And the simple act of letting a strange man ride on me has erased all that.
Fuck! You hoard yourself.
What you are now going to explain to me is bad. Can I never win with you?
It is the worst thing a woman can do.
Is
You
it?
should definitely never marry. I'm a flawed, experimenting person, and I will need a husband with a more forgiving disposition.
God.
I can now see you are not that. Our adventure is clearly over. I shall book you a passage back to London.
You had money this whole time.
It is God's money. For emergencies.
It has been a fucking emergency for weeks now.
I believed in you the whole time. That you would rise to the occasion. But now I see that was a mistake, and there is clearly something broken in you.
You broke that something in me.
I feel this conversation has become circular. You watched the blood with joy.
Wait,
Knock knock.
qu'est-ce que
Fromage.
fromage qui?
Cheese to meet you.
That's good.
You know it. You smell okay. Let us fuck.
Oh, he's back.
He's still here. Oh no.
Oh, he's looking his hair
Ho
out.
ho!
He's pulling his hair out.
Madam Swiney was right. I am discovering parts of myself hitherto unknown. Tis a way to look at it. The variety of desires being made manifest is
Is he
fascinating.
following behind?
Have you had the man
Oh,
who
is
puts a wedge
he?
of pineapple in your mouth and covers you in dust? Oui, Jacques.
Me, Jacques.
Yes.
You must go to the meeting of socialists.
Mean socialist.
We are our own means of production. Go away.
Get it, girl.
Oh, snowball fight. That was a good throw. Oh,
Ooh.
that was a weird transition. And what is she painting with?
I
Who's
hope
blood?
it's paint.
Who's...
Please let it be paint.
Very good. You wrote to Mr. Godwin Baxter. He is a demon at large into the world, the devil's wrapped in an alluring body that cannot be satiated, in a mind that picks people apart, stitch by stitch, like a bloodied and burned rag doll shot out of an elephant's arm.
Bella, where is she?
Who are you? I'm her fiancé, sir.
Par's always funny.
Things did not end well between you. Did not? She destroyed me. We're all masters of our own ship, sir.
There's that. I do not like you or your words.
That Gordon Baxter, he nearly set her on to me. He trapped me.
Victim.
Where is she?
Would not wish her on my worst enemy. I shall save you from her, sir.
Interesting fight.
Forgive my frustration. Just tell me it does not hurt. I had no insight. She hollered me out. My soul, my bank account. I am a bog, a shell, shall we sing? Oh, we all sailors. Doesn't hurt.
He's pulled the finger gun.
Force my hand.
We're all masters of our own ship. You cunting, cunt-faced dick shit. Please, I'll ask you as politely as I can.
Where is she?
I see you've introduced me then, Prem. I like this one, though. That's enough now for listening.
Ooh.
Another one.
We missed you.
Oh.
So you made another
Yes,
one.
correct. Is she gonna look up who she was? What did she say? Victoria, I think?
Victoria.
Anger, confusion, and brain dissonance aside, I missed you. I arrived home and I smelled the formaldehyde and I knew what is next. I will be a doctor.
My surgery is yours. My father once told me.
Your father who
always carve
burned your
with
genitals.
compassion.
Tortured you in all kinds of ways.
Idiot.
Eh.
It's not bad advice.
I find myself merely jealous of the men's time with you, rather than any moral aspersion against you.
It is your body, Bella Baxter. Yours to give free.
I generally charge 30 francs.
That seems low.
That seems so, yeah.
If people approve of me, Max.
I do. Just as a human body can be cured of illness, so can men and women be cured of aspects.
But I assure you mine is
Also passionate.
You're adorable.
She's so wise now.
Do you, Bella Baxter? Take this man as your husband.
Did we miss the part about anyone
I was
else?
gonna say, is he about to jump in?
Or has that been removed in some kind of faux modernization
Oh
of the
god, what
catechism?
is this?
Hello, Victoria.
Victoria.
Do you refer to me, sir?
Man doesn't normally introduce himself to his wife, but if I must.
He is the
Oh
fault of it.
no.
I do not know if he's in her power or she in his. His devil's work at hand. Look, he coughs not air as a normal man, but blood. He has cancer, you fucking idiot.
Ew.
Open your eyes on me, demon.
as I was saying, General Alfred Blessington. Alfie to you. You really do not know me.
Jeez.
When Mr. Wedderburn put your photo in the paper,
I remember the little bird in the hotel called the Victoria Blessington, and I pieced this diabolical fuckfest of a puzzle together.
Actually, I would like to go.
Are you serious? Like, your God is dying.
You have a carriage, sir.
Yes.
Let us go
That
then.
is surprising.
Let me go, God. Max, you will not stop me.
Oh, poor Max. He's getting into.
Yeah, Max.
She actually
I don't know how I feel
with
about Max.
him. I know she's so curious,
to have you
but
back, Victoria.
Yeah, I think she mostly just wants to know. I don't think she plans on, like...
staying with him or anything.
Yeah.
but- Yeah, creepy.
This is so bizarre.
I want to know her past story, but I don't know.
I mean, I've got a feeling it wasn't great, considering she was willing to
Wanted
jump
to
off
kill
the bridge.
herself, yeah. While pregnant.
Fuck, 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 fuck.
Oh, I couldn't even read that. God, good eyes, Jessica. Oh God, he's gonna do something sadistic.
Are you sticking the dog on the servants?
Alison. We'll have some cheese when you can.
Jesus.
I love
This is like
cruelty.
beyond
It's not a kind person.
just
Psycho.
regular cruelty. This is just psycho, yeah.
You would never be so dull, Victoria. Appalling idea. Wedderburn says you were a whore. I suspect that was
I was. In Paris. I tired of it, but it was fascinating.
Right.
These kippers are strangely delicious. Vinegary or something.
Marriage is a constant challenge.
Yeah.
Some we bend to, some we bend to us. I suggest we stick close to the house for several months, maybe a year, until
Yeah,
you've
no.
made a full recovery.
I will leave at my leisure, but I am flattered by your desire to trap
It's not that easy now. Yeah, how the
I
heck is she gonna
suspect
get
you
out of
fell
this?
while looking for fish.
Why would you want to keep me here if I do not wish to stay?
If one must drown, let it be in the river of love.
More precise device made.
The heck?
Do you want just clitoral hood? Or
What?
glans as well?
The whole infernal packet.
What?
It'll come at no end.
This time we will get it done. I shall get it sedated and bring it to your surgery this evening.
What? Like mutilate her?
Yeah. Female genital mutilation. Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my God. At least she saw that.
You are mine, and that is the long and short of it.
I am not territory.
The root of the problem is between your legs. I will have it off, and it will not distract and divert you anymore. You see, a man spends his life wrangling his sexual compulsions. It's a curse, and yet in some ways his life's work. A woman's life's work is children. I intend to rid you of that infernal packet between your legs and plant a seed in you straight after.
Ew.
Sip deeply, and that freedom is yours.
Nice. Oh! Oh, that's great. The chlor. Oh, got him in the foot too. And the chloroform's gonna work.
Boy, you better hope that chloroform works, or else she's gonna shoot you in the head.
Max!
Oh my God.
Max, we have to get him to surgery. He'll die if we don't. Bleeding a lot.
How did she get him over there?
Bella, if he lives, I do not sense he is a man who will stop.
Well, I won't watch him bleed to death. But I agree, he could do with improvement.
Oh, they're all there. Oh, family.
Weird family.
Horror, pity, and you.
Oh, it's like a peaceful end. Jeez.
Oh, she can catch balls now.
She can. The dog.
I'm gonna have to look up Felicity after that. She looks vaguely familiar.
Merci.
Oh, hey, she brought a friend over.
Oh, yeah.
Anatomy exam is making me nervous.
I've tested you many times. You know it.
No one knows anatomy better than you.
Certainement, effectivement.
Ooh, what'd you say?
Ladies, gin. Please.
Don't know the exact words, but pretty sure it was, if you know what I mean.
She gets water for the general.
Oh,
They
goat
gave him
brain.
a goat brain.
Do the scream. The scream.
Felicity.
Wah!
Water.
Oh, man. Happy ending.
This is a bizarre film.
It sure is. And she matured. She learned through the world who she really is. Bella Baxter. Like the organ at the end. Wow, let me just like close my mouth. I had my mouth open.
Just everything
Jaw
that happens
dropped.
is like, ah.
Very unique film.
Indeed.
You know, like original ideas. Even the music now, like all the way
Oh
through.
yeah, the music was just the same brand of bizarre as everything else.
Yeah, and sometimes it was almost beautiful. Like right now, it's really nice. I mean, it still has that little tweak of harshness, you know, with the high pitched singing. But sometimes it was funny, and they would have like the trombone or whatever going like woo woo woo, and then they would. Like, they always used, like, the high-pitched violin noise and screeching noises to really just make us feel uncomfortable. Like, the intent was very well executed, and I was very uncomfortable throughout a lot of this, but we were supposed to be because we're following Bella. She's learning how to live for the first time.
It is definitely, it's one of those movies that, like, is very obviously allegory. In so much, but like it's hard to take the allegory away sometimes and remember, like you want to think about the literal stuff of like what is happening. what are the actual things that are physically happening in this movie?
You know, I did find it very entertaining and it was pretty funny, but I did not know what to expect watching this, and the whole adventure, like, I just didn't expect the journey and, like, all the different directions that Bella took in self-discovery. I mean, her, like, finding love right away through Max when she was still growing and learning. I mean, she was still... That was hard for me to get over the fact that she had a child's
brain.
own infant's brain.
That's what I'm saying. Like, obviously the allegory is there. But if you think about the physicality, you're like, no, this is a child, and you guys are being real gross and weird.
Yes, I agree. And we're supposed to think, well, she's learning so much faster because maybe her infant brain is adapting to her adult body where she's, like, growing faster, learning faster or something. But it was very hard for me to get over that, too. But once she could speak better... And she could, you know, and not even, like, she was so well educated at the end, and almost speaking like in poetry or something, like, and she grew so much throughout this whole film. So at that point I knew, like, okay, yeah, I can see her as an adult now. Like, she really grew out of that. But wow, like, just guessing on what's wrong with her in the beginning, Emma Stone really had a very impressive performance throughout this whole movie. I mean, all the embarrassing things she did, the awkwardness, like you mentioned, her walk, how she was speaking in the beginning and learning things, like private things for the first time. And
yeah, she totally fell into the role completely. Like,
oh yeah, it was very believable all the way through.
She created a unique and interesting character.
Yeah.
For sure.
And you even mentioned, too, like, the actors doing certain things on screen and staying in character. Like, it's just impressive. And I know they're actors and that's what they do, but certain scenes were very uncomfortable, especially a lot of the sex scenes.
I mean, it has to be. There's no way it's not uncomfortable.
And Bella, like, masturbating and really, like, into it. And, like, you have cameras up close on you. You know everyone's going to be watching this. And it was just very realistic. I mean, we're learning with Bella, so we had to be in it with her, you know? So, like, all these close-up shots and just staying on each scene, even though we kind of didn't want to be there, it's like we had to kind of feel what she was feeling, and it just really made it uncomfortable. And but that was the whole point. So I think this was really well done.
Yeah, that was a really interesting film, and I think if we just look at it from an allegory point of view, there's a lot of stuff that they talk about with, like, obviously these people trying to control her in different ways, either as a father or a husband figure or a lover figure or what have you. Like, here she is trying to live her life, and all these people are trying to make demands of her in some way. I think that was really interesting. I thought her, like, it very much felt like a journey of growing up, of, like, you know, you're a kid and everything is, like, ridiculous and over the top, and then you get into this, like, you know, teenager 20s mentality, and you're drinking and having fun and like going on adventures and stuff, and then you start seeing, like, life and the different things that can bring you down. Like, you know, she went through that journey of growing up in a matter of, I don't know how long that was supposed to be, months, maybe weeks, I can't tell.
I would think months, but it seemed like a very long time. I mean, they were saying a long time, but yeah, we didn't really get, like, a duration. But yeah, like, it was very interesting indeed. I mean, like, I'm really happy I watched it with you. It's a lot easier and enjoyable to watch it with you instead of my mom and sister. Like, Kim, I could probably be okay with, but my mom, like, we watched The Wolf of Wall Street recently, which is a great movie. I wouldn't recommend you watching it with your mom or dad, but it is a very good movie. And this one, I think, was actually a bit more uncomfortable because I don't want to really compare that one because it's just very different. Blatant. But yeah, this one, very blatant. We were just discovering it with her. When they, like, in Wolf of Wall Street, it was more like, woo, having sex and partying, yeah! And then this was like, although they did have some moments, too, where you were sitting on that, and yeah. So, anywho, yeah, this was, like, her in the whorehouse, like, you know, or the brothel, I should say, and, you know, sleeping with all these guys and learning how to make money, you know, a quick way to make money, and you know, but that was her choice. She wanted to do that, and she made a good friend out of it. But, you know, and I have to say also, Mark Ruffalo, like, holy cow, he was so freaking amazing. So good. He was so good. I could not stop laughing. So that's where I was kind of, like, trying to get to.
The first thing he said, I can't remember what it was. But he said it in that accent, like, oh, of course. Or, like, whatever.
Oh.
Well.
Yeah, and then
I was like, immediately, this guy's great. He's doing great. I love this. It's perfect.
I know. His accent was so freaking hilarious. And then he kept, like, saying certain things over and over again. Like, what the F are you talking about? Like, he kept saying that. And then he just kept saying, God, like, the C word. He just kept saying that all the time. And it's just so, like,
you
gross.
Mustn't fall in love with me.
Insulting. It was just so funny. Yeah, he was so great. And Emma Stone and Mark Ruffalo are top-notch great. And I know Emma Stone, she did a lot more, you know, like, she had to do really hard scenes that were very exaggerated and awkward and had to act like a child and peeing in the beginning and yelling, like really like jumping up in front of William Dafoe and just like screaming and wrestling people and not breaking character. I'm sure they probably had to do a few takes with certain scenes, but she was just incredible in all of that. Mm-hmm. But William Dafoe, he was great too, but Mark Ruffalo was like very impressive, and I didn't think he was going to be a main character. Like, I did see a trailer, a short teaser trailer a long time ago, but I didn't really pay much attention to it, and I saw him, but I thought it was some kind of comedy. I didn't really think it was going to be like grotesque, kind of horror, because we had violence and in our face, like Frankenstein stuff from the start, where, you know, and that was an interesting, you know, twist as well, because first meeting Bella, we knew she was odd and childlike, but to actually find out that she was the one that killed herself, was pregnant, and had the baby removed from her, brain switched. And the shocking moment for us, which I'm sure for everyone, is it sounded like the baby was still alive. And when, you know, Godwin just said, well, obviously you have to make a creation. You can't just let the baby live. Like, the baby survived. We have to make a creation out of this. So that really shocked me, because it wasn't just about, let's like play around with the dead. That's still like, it's not like rigid yet, and we'll just put a brain in there because the baby's dead. The baby's not going to survive, and it's still kind of the same way. It's not rigid yet, so we can use the brain, but and maybe it was more protected in her belly or something, so it wasn't as bad as the mom's brain. But no, it sounded like it was a live infant, and he's a mad scientist, so it makes sense in his own head that he has to make another experiment. I mean, look at all the animals that he, you know, cut up, and they're half dog, half goose, half duck, half rooster, half, you know, he like using dogs and birds. So that was his thing. Like, he always experimented on it, and he was excellent at it. As terrible as it is, like, he was very successful at it.
Somehow he managed to balance a pig's head on a chicken, even though a pig's head probably weighs 5 times more than a chicken does.
Exactly, and it's supposed to be extremely bizarre. So you have, like, this huge pig head. They should have had, like, the hen legs up here and just, like, dragging. Right. Trying to push the big head. But yeah, I was very surprised, and not the same thing. Jessica and I recently finished Avatar: The Last Airbender, the Netflix series, which was a lot of fun, and it's not the same thing as the combined animals on Avatar, but I did think of that for a moment.
That is a natural thing.
That was a natural thing in their world. And here it's like, no, you just like have half exact this and half exact that, and they didn't seem like they were in pain. They were just still being animals like they would.
Like, you know, like I said, it's hard with the baby burying thing. Like, yes, okay, let's look at it from an allegorical perspective. You can say that it's a woman that was in a horrible situation, and she essentially reinvented herself from the beginning. Yeah. We can say that, and that's what's happening. But the actual physicality, what's happening in the story, is that he essentially killed her and the baby and created a new creature without consent from either.
Yeah. It sounds like, I mean, like, either way it's messed up, but it sounds like she was pretty much dead.
Well, he said he could have kept her alive.
He did say that?
He did, because then she was, what's his name? Max was just like, oh, so you could have kept her alive. He's like, yes, but what life would that have been? She'd have to go to an asylum or whatever. And I'm just like...
Oh, maybe because her brain was too damaged or something.
Like, there are other options.
Yeah, I mean, like... Yeah, he did. He played God, and I love his name, too, that he was God.
It just depends, like... Obviously, I mean, so the director who did this one also did a movie called The Lobster, which I won't go too into in case you want to watch it at some point. But it is also incredibly bizarre. And the general premise of it is that people can choose to become animals.
Oh.
Just like as an option, and not like not like I'm a person in an animal's body or something. Just like, you know, like, oh, I don't want to, instead of like dying or something, you can just be an animal. There's
like,
a whole
almost
other,
like you're getting resurrected or something.
Yeah,
it's
been a while since I've watched it.
Yeah.
The lobster is like, I think it's someone, Mark Ruffalo's brother. I think
Mark
really? Ruffalo's in it.
That's awesome.
The main character. No, it's not Mark Ruffalo. It's Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell's brother.
Okay.
I think it's his brother, and it's like a whole thing that he's like carrying this lobster around with him the whole time because it's his brother.
Never even heard of that movie, but surprise,
it's a
surprise.
weird movie. But it's very much along the same lines of like, if you take it literally for 5 seconds, you're just like, what?
What?
Huh? What? But if you're just like, okay, let's just step back and be like, what are they trying to talk about here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So bottom line, like, the acting was just incredible in this.
It was,
and I love the shocking elements of this is what's happening, and we're going with the story, and we actually care about Bella. Mm-hmm. And we're supposed to think of all these different things that happened and what makes it right. Like, we know it's wrong, and then we like Max too. We like, all the different characters, and they've done bad things, so Max, like, he's so innocent and loving, like, he really is a caring person, really loves Bella, but he's also selfish too, where he's just following the doctor's orders. He's like that's his mentor, and he doesn't want to call the police because he really likes Bella and he wants to see where that goes, and he's all about science. He's so intrigued and really respects Duncan, that he's like, he doesn't want to, or sorry, not Duncan, Godwin, that he doesn't want to give that up. So it's just great seeing these different conflicts where everything's pretty screwed up, but they have these good sides too. They try to justify things, and we do like them. And I did feel bad for Max when Bella, I mean, she was still so young, literally her brain, like, she's learning how to live, and she just takes off after they get engaged. And even that was shocking to me because I could
not believe.
Yeah, I mean, Goodwin was trying to manipulate the whole thing. Yeah, because like the fact that he was like, oh yeah, there is love, and it's like more lust because she's getting feelings and they're working together a lot, and he's just kind of falling prey to that. But Goodwin was trapping him too because he knows how to control situations. He wants to control Bella, keep her scared to stay home and safe. And I have this wonderful assistant that I really trust. So if they get married, they do have feelings for each other. Then
she
he can
here.
stay here. Yeah, she stays here. You can stay here, and everything's safe and perfect. But for her to just take off, I was like, what? But that makes sense, and she takes off with like the worst guy. But it worked in her favor because she really grew from that. Yeah, matured from that.
Which is how life works.
Yes.
You go out there, you experience it, you make mistakes, you hook up with people you shouldn't hook up with, you drink things you shouldn't drink, you learn things you didn't know before. That's how you do it.
Yeah, I really like Bella's character. She was so funny, and oh my god.
I really I enjoyed the characters she met on the boat. I thought both of them were very fun.
Yes, Harry and Martha, I believe.
Or
Margaret, maybe. I wrote Martha.
I didn't write down. I should have.
I tried to
using the pen to distract cats the whole time.
That was so cute. I just see your kitties come and visit. And Martha was hilarious because, like, here, like, they were just so confident, and here, like, she's speaking exactly like how Bella speaks right away, all sexual and stuff, and they just like click so well. Yeah. And even Harry, even though like not at first, he really connected with her later once he really saw her true self when he showed her like really cruel parts of the world. So I really like them too. Martha just like, Harry joking, I guess, and saying like, oh yeah, if she doesn't care about dying, then go ahead, like throw her overboard.
Oh,
and
she was just like, I thought that was very good.
Yeah, that was funny. And I'm like, seriously?
Stick in the throat.
Yeah, like she could defend herself. So Harry knew she could defend herself, and that wasn't going to happen. But the fact that he was desperate enough to like try to throw her over because he was so mad at Bella, I was just like, oh my god.
I did love the fact that like immediately he called himself out with the whole, now don't fall in love with me. I was like, oh, I see exactly
You
what's
caught
about to
on
happen.
right away.
Exactly what's about to happen.
I know. He was so arrogant and just full of himself. And that was just so perfect. I love you. And just so pathetic after that. And he just played the part perfectly. It
was so good.
I couldn't stop laughing.
Each tantrum was so perfect. Each
his
look.
accent, quotes, and... him, like, trying to be on Bella's level, like, trying to compare over time, like, the dance, that was funny, too. It had, like, Wednesday vibes, and everything was just very awkward. Like, I love that word in this, like, abstract, awkward, like, the dancing, like, and even though the people around Bella dancing, like, they were more elegant, I guess, but they were still doing similar, like, jagged motions, but not as extreme as her, it seemed like. But certain cuts, it seemed like maybe, but, and it just worked, and no one really, like, looked at her strange, and it's just her strange world, And,
yeah.
So we talked about the music. The music was really crazy, like, and it worked really
beautiful. Every set was beautiful.
Every set was beautiful, and I got a lot of anxiety with the music, but that was the point, I think. A lot of times with the high pitch.
The music was very obviously supposed to keep you kind of off kilter, which I think also, like, a lot of the stuff was. The sets, the clothing, the acting, all of it was made to be, like, make you uncomfortable, make you just, like, everything's a little bit off,
and I love that because one thing I really enjoyed, too, that we commented throughout the movie was you were trying to guess the era, like what time it took place. And I like how it had that mystery, too, where you can kind of recognize certain things, but it had that fantasy feel, too, where you have these, like, bright colors and this surreal sky, and it looks almost like a dream, where I was kind of thinking of, the Land of Oz, or like Wizard of Oz, or even like Willy Wonka, just something like that. It's just weird enough where it just makes it easier to follow, I guess, because everything's just so strange to begin with that it's not like a cartoon, but it's just a dream state or something.
Yeah. It's all just a little surreal.
Yeah, so it's very... It is quite entertaining. It's definitely not something I would normally watch, but I'm very intrigued by it because I just love how original it was, The camera work was very interesting, too, because we kept seeing this, like, the camera
There's, like, the dolly that kept following them.
Yep, I was going to say that the dolly, like, would follow them, and sometimes, like, trace back, and the actors would walk towards the camera, and they had this very sharp movement, too, where the camera was stagnant, and then all of a sudden it would quickly turn. Like, it was very forceful, but it wasn't, like, smooth. It was supposed to be, like, in your face, blunt, like, this is where I'm forcing you to look. And then the other one was, like, the peephole, like, where you had, like, just the circle, like you were looking through a keyhole or something. We had that a whole lot throughout.
We had that a lot.
Because we don't normally see that kind of look or cut in anything, really. So to always have that was like, what did that mean? I always felt like certain shots meant something.
Yeah, if it's gonna, which I don't know. I don't know if there's specific shots, but I do think it was, like I mentioned before, you get this sense of being an observer, like making you feel like you're observing. Like they'll use that in like horror movies a lot, like to be like, oh, someone's watching the characters, kind of thing. Like that's what it makes it feel like, almost.
Yeah,
like it
I felt
puts
like
you on edge.
Yeah, I think they did good with that. And then what other movement did they have too? They had the fishbowl lens or the fisheye lens or something like.
Which I did notice right at the end, when she was going back to the house, the original house. One of the windows is like a fishbowl kind of window.
Okay.
Which obviously wouldn't create that look because it's not like necessarily like a peephole kind of thing. But it does have. I wonder if it's almost supposed to be like that, like. Looking out from this house, you would see the world in that way.
I love that idea because I feel like, I mean, sometimes you could just do something different just for the heck of it, but I feel like a lot of those shots had meaning behind them and like things were supposed to be distorted and became clearer later. Looking through a peephole, I felt like that she was caged and looking out from her cage into the actual world, or when she was trapped doing something where she couldn't get out of it, like that's when you would see the peephole. Because we saw that once, like when she went into the chest and then ended up on the ship, and then when she was in the brothel, and quite like many other times too. So very interesting.
That sense of confinement.
Camera work. Yes, yeah. So what a crazy journey Bella went on. I give all the actors a lot of credit and wonderful compliments for all the craziness that they did in this movie.
If you've never seen the movies The Brothers Bloom with Mark Ruffalo, he does this reminded me a lot of that performance. It's not at all similar in the sense of like it's not that accent or that weird. But it's got a lot of that like fun. He just felt to me like he was having fun with his character, and the Brothers Bloom performance, he does that a lot too. So I highly recommend that one if you enjoyed Mark Ruffalo in this one.
That's good to know. Yeah, because I have not seen that, but I do believe it. And Mark Ruffalo, like I love him as Hulk. I mean, we've seen him in other roles, but like he is so incredible in that role, and to see him break out of that completely. Like completely different in this. I just love it because sometimes it's really hard to not see an actor as a character that you love, but wow, like his performance was just so incredible in this too that I was just cracking up. He
was very good.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Which I feel like I'm like
downplaying. The character.
He was just so funny and charming that I almost feel like I'm downplaying how good Emma Stone was. But Emma Stone, I just need to like.
Bottom
from
line,
a technical standpoint, did a much more work and like very, very, very good job.
It's so just convincing.
Mark Ruffalo's character was just so hilarious. It's hard to not dwell on how
because she was funny too, and her performance, like she, I think, had a lot more awkwardness to deal with and discovery, and to actually make that believable and live in the moments with her, like so close up, like that was impressive. But yeah, like him, he was just more funny, like he was just like the goofball that was pathetic, and we just felt bad for him, and he just did that role so well too. But
I think part of it too is because Emma Stone's character is so sad in a lot of ways. Like you feel sad for the situation that she's in, and you so it's hard to be like, oh, that's like hilarious what she's doing, because you're just like, oh no, it's also like horrifying.
Absolutely.
Whereas with Mark Ruffalo, his character's an ass, so it's hilarious whenever he gets hurt, something thrown at him.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
It's so great. How pathetic all the way through. Like he gets so angry, and I don't blame him at certain points. But then I'm like, you did this to yourself. Like you pretty much kidnapped her, and So it's just it was just pretty funny.
You hoisting yourself on your own petard here, dude.
Yeah, and then the shocking thing with Bella being Victoria, and we heard her name. Like kind of like midway through the film, we're like, oh, is that going to come back? Like I kind of thought like, okay, well maybe we'll learn more about Victoria later on, So when we started learning about her past life, I made a comment, and I hope I didn't say it in a bad way, but I mean, depression is a very serious thing. I totally get that. And I said something like, it's not just, she didn't just jump off a bridge or fall off a bridge because she was depressed. There was something way worse going on. So depression is really bad, but I was saying like, okay.
I thought about that too, because I think I said something along, but like, of course it was bad at home. She jumped off a bridge. Like that's obviously, it doesn't have to be bad at home, because you could just have depression.
Yeah, it's true.
I feel like the movie was telling us.
Yes, the movie was telling us that there's more to it. The movie was telling us
something was bad at home.
Yeah, I agree. And to go that far where you have this sadistic psycho of a husband who tortures his staff, and God knows what we saw him bluffing, and his wife apparently liked it too. I don't know if she really liked it though, or if she was afraid of him and acted like she liked it. I don't know.
I've got a feeling she didn't like it.
Yeah, I'm guessing, yeah. Or she felt guilty at the end, but I think it was more than that. But yeah, what a sicko. And then he was going to destroy her private area, like mutilate her, and she had no choice. So I'm glad she got out of that.
That happened, like, and like that they called it hysteria because they would give you a hysterectomy because apparently your womb was wandering, and that's why you had opinions on things.
Yeah, it's really freaking terrible.
Not a great time for women's medical stuff.
Very terrible. I know.
Not that today is super better, but it's better than that.
Way better than that, yeah. Wow. So this movie really had a lot of twists and turns in it that shocked me. And, for being a long movie, it was entertaining very much, all the way through. And but yeah, very shocking, very awkward. Definitely made me feel uncomfortable, but it was fun to watch.
It was.
The humor was
I can
great.
see why it won a lot of awards. I think this was... I'm pretty sure it won awards, right? It was
shocking.
nominated at least for a lot of awards.
I believe so, yeah. I mean, I'll be shocked if it wasn't, And then William Dafoe, like, all the makeup on him, like, at first I'm like, oh, it has to be mixed with special effects, which it could have been. I mean, the special effects were great in this movie, too. Like, they were so real. Mm-hmm. And his face, like, I think that was just all prosthetics or something. Yeah, I mean... It was so gross. It was so, like, misshapen and scarred, and just his jaw, like, offset like this. Like, it just looked believable. And I'm like, ooh, like, that was so off-putting.
He kept dropping those story bits about his dad, and each one was worse than the last one.
And it was so... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
It's possible that was also supposed to be allegory, because, her thing is obviously an allegory for, like, women trapped in society and stuff like that. So it could be this like masculinity handed down from father to son kind of thing.
Yeah.
But also it was literally this other thing, which was worse.
Yeah. And he would be so calm talking about it. Like he respected the man, like he understood just how he justifies things. Like, it's just so insane to me to be like, but that's the point. Like, he's a mad scientist, and he's like, well, I appreciate science, and even though my father did all this stuff, like, he did it because he wanted to understand why. Like, he wanted to learn from that, and if he could actually make something happen, so he tortured his son with it. But then at the end, I think he did make a comment saying, oh, he was an idiot, so he even made a joke about his dad doing stupid things. But, for him, I mean, again, he did things he shouldn't have done, too, with Bella, but he did create something that, she is a person, and she is not Victoria, and she's not her baby, which is so freaking weird, but he created new life, and she's thriving. So it's something positive. It's just really twisted.
In many ways, he is much better than his father was.
Yeah. So he's better, but
your
he
idea of like learning through the generations, not making your own new mistakes, not necessarily repeating the mistakes of the past.
Yeah.
I do appreciate. I think one of the reasons I appreciate Max's character as much as I do is because he was the person in the movie going, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, my God!
Every time something happened, and we would be like, what the fuck? And he'd be like, what the fuck?
I know, exactly. I know. He was like us, like we were like him in the beginning.
Yeah, like, he was the one who was on the same wavelength as the audience.
Yeah. Oh, and then one thing, just to, say it, but the first, 20 minutes or half hour of the movie was in black and white. And not until Bella was having sex, it opened up her world. Yeah, it's like all color at that point. So, the choices made in this film were very, very strong and very good. Like, they were very well done. I thought that was pretty fun too. So, anything else you'd like to add?
Nope, that's it. I think that was a good one. It was an interesting one for sure. I'll be thinking about that. I'll be digesting that one for a while.
The whole Frankenstein vibe and
yes. Definitely some modern Prometheus in there.
Yeah, So, I liked it. I want to come up with a rating system. But for me, I'll give it a B. I know people are bringing it like saying A+, and I totally get it. It was a bit weird for me, but I could totally respect it.
I feel as far as technical, if you're looking at how it was put together and made and the acting and all that stuff, I think it's an A+. If you're looking at, am I going to probably watch it again?
Yeah, for me. So A+, I would give it for
if I need to watch it again.
Yeah, for talent, the artwork put into it, the story was very strong, very original.
It was original.
I was very impressed by that. So A+.
Yeah, A+ for that for sure.
For me,
it's probably not going to be. It's not a light, entertaining watch that I'll be putting on.
It's something I wouldn't watch on my own, because I'd be like, I mean, I love reacting because it really makes me watch something I would never watch on my own. I mean, there's so many things I never saw outside the channel. So it's kind of fun. You experience new things, and I think it's important to see different kinds of movies. So, yeah. So this was fun. Thank you guys so much for requesting this movie. Let us know what you thought of this. I'm very curious. If you have any favorite scenes, who is your favorite character? Can't wait to hear about it. So have a lovely day, guys. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye, guys. Bye.